Hello, and welcome to the first episode of England Explained, the series where we explore each county of England and unpack what makes each of them unique. The first county that we'll be covering in this series is Bedfordshire, which is located just a 2-hour drive north of central London, and the current population of the county is just over 700,000 people, with the county town being that of Bedford. Throughout this video we will take a look into the history of Bedfordshire, as well as what makes it stand out from other counties within England. Bedfordshire is located roughly in the southeast of England, with it being landlocked between the counties of Hertfordshire, Cambridgeshire, Buckinghamshire and Northamptonshire. It is very important to note that unlike other countries like the United States, the subdivisions or counties of England are not universally recognised. So while America has states, which you can just Google and find the same results for each time, the counties of England can shift and change and borders can switch a lot. For example, Bedfordshire is a perfect example. Many maps will show a completely different layout of Bedfordshire's borders, while counties like Norfolk, Suffolk, West Sussex and Surrey remain the same. I will be going off this map specifically, and some of the cities such as Somerset with Bristol and Yorkshire with York, I'll just incorporate those cities into the county. So I'm not just talking about small cities for each episode. They'll be incorporated, into the county which is closest to them. The first recorded use of the name Bedfordshire as a marker for human settlement is believed to date all the way back to the year 1011, with it being referred to as Bedfordshire at the time, with this translating to river crossing. Just like countless other areas within England, Bedfordshire was not spared from the seismic influence of Vikings, who had particular influence during the 9th and 10th centuries especially. Settlements such as Tempsford were seized by Viking settlers, and their heavy presence led to frequent interactions and subsequent conflicts with the neighbouring Saxons. Eventually, under the reign of King Edward the Elder, Tempsford was liberated from the Vikings during the Battle of Tempsford. Like many other English counties, Bedfordshire's border has been shifted over centuries. For example, certain parts of Hertfordshire were transferred to Bedfordshire in 1897. This land transfer included settlements such as Kensworth and parts of Caddington. In regards to the geography and physical makeup of the county, Bedfordshire is composed of 3 separate districts. These are Bedford, Central Bedfordshire and Luton. In the south of the county, within parts of central Bedfordshire and Luton, are the Chiltern Hills. As well as this, a large area of the county contains the drainage basin for the River Ouse and its many tributaries. In the past, the local clay that makes up the county has been used in brick-making industries due to its abundance. Many gravel pits within the county have simultaneously been exploited in order to harvest flint reserves in the past, which has led to the creation of numerous man-made lakes and ponds. Just like every other county in England, Bedfordshire is made up of numerous towns, cities and small villages. A famous example of one of these is Luton. A 2021 census found that the district of Luton was home to just over 225,000 people. The city is located in the south of Bedfordshire, with it being most well known for its airport, which saw over 16.7 million passengers pass through it in 2024, which makes it the 5th largest and busiest airport in all of the UK. The foundation of the town of Luton is believed to date all the way back to the 6th century, where the Saxons chose to settle it along the River Lee. Additionally, the town is also mentioned in the infamous Domesday Book as Luton and Linton. In regards to Luton's history, there are many museums within the town in locations such as Warden Park and Stockwood Park. During the 18th and 20th centuries, Luton was made a household name due to its famous hat-making industry, which reached its peak in 1930 before steadily declining after the nationwide changes began to sweep over Britain after the Second World War. As well as Luton, there are many other noteworthy settlements within Bedfordshire. An example of one of these is Risley. The small village of Risley is located in northern Bedfordshire and has a population of around 1,200 people. Just like Luton, the village is also mentioned in the Domesday Book, with it being mentioned as harbouring around 25,000 homes within it during the year 1086. This was an extremely high population at the time for any settlement within England. The majority of Risley's medieval history revolved around knight hospitallers, who gained possession of land and manors within the village in 1279. Wriothesley is also notable for being evidently affected by the infamous Black Death, as modern historians believe that in 1351 around 300 acres of arable land within the village were left uncultivated and worthless due to the deaths of numerous farmers in the area. Another example of a settlement within Bedfordshire is Ampthill. The name Ampthill is of Anglo-Saxon origin, with the settlement originally being called Ampthill, which would have translated to ant-infested hill. In the year 1219, King Henry III granted a charter for a weekly market to be held on Thursdays in the town. Since then, in 2019, the market celebrated its 800th year anniversary. Ampthill Castle was constructed during the 15th century by Sir John Cornwall, and later Lord Fanhope, from ransoms that he obtained after the Battle of Agincourt. A 2011 census found that Bedford, which is the county town of Bedfordshire, hence the name, has a population of just over 100,000 people. The town was founded at a ford on the River Great Ouse, and is thought to have been the burial place of King Offa of Mercia, who is remembered for building Offa's Dyke on the Welsh border. The name Bedfordshire is believed to derive from Beda, the name of a Saxon chief, and a ford crossing of the Great River Ouse. In 886, Bedford became a boundary town which separated Wessex and Danelaw. Bedford Castle was constructed in 1224, however now only a mound remains. The flag of Bedfordshire is taken from the coat of arms of the Dukes of Bedford, which includes the shells of 3 scallops. The red and gold quarters of the flag come from the Beauchamp family arms, which signifies their prominence after the Norman conquest. In addition to this, the white and blue wavy lines represent the River Ouse, which flows through the county. In regards to the culture of Bedfordshire, Brits who live within the county are referred to as clangers, with the word clanger alternatively being the name of the most famous food from the area, the Bedfordshire clanger, which is essentially a boiled soup pastry filled with, at one end, the leftovers from a Sunday roast, and at the other, a dollop of homemade jam. In conclusion, Bedfordshire is one of the most underrated counties in England, in my personal opinion. It has a rich history, culture, and many interesting locations within it. I know that this video was a lot shorter than I intended, and I apologise for that, but as I get better at editing and script writing, the videos will increase in length and quality. I have a friend who will be helping me with the Berkshire episode, and that will be considerably longer and of higher quality. But until then, stay tuned. Bye.